What's up, Diggletdreamers? Mathers here with week 5 of the Delta Battle League Little Cup tournament up against Aeriodon once again. Basically, if you've been following this, you're probably wondering why I'm playing all the people again, and that is because we're kind of doing like a group stage thing and just trying to figure out of the 4 people in my group, which are myself, Aeriodon, King Bub, and Loader Dude 14? 13? It's one of those two. But between the 4 of us, 2 of us are going to move on to the next round, and we're just trying to figure out who of us belongs in the next round. But let's see, Aeriodon is bringing... He's bringing his Yamask, his Timber, Pineco, Cranidos, Whalmer, and Staryu. So definitely we did not achieve victory in my last matchup versus Aeriodon's team. He definitely has a lot of threatening Pokemon, particularly the Cranidos as well as the Timber. Definitely very threatening Pokemon. Don't want to slack on the Staryu either. That thing is definitely very powerful. My play here is predicting the Pineco lead and trying to lead with my Buizels so I can switcheroo him as he goes for potential Stealth Rocks or maybe Spikes. That's definitely my best play. He's going to lead with it just perfectly. Awesome. But let me see. I'm going to go over my team real quick. I have Buizel. I have Wingull for the Defog. I got Mime Jr. We got Bunnelby, Duskull, and Bellsprout. So we're going to go ahead and click the switcheroo. Hopefully he does not predict this. Alright, we're able to get the switcheroo. He gets the Choice Band. We get the Berry Juice, as he is going to go for the Stealth Rocks. So that means he is locked into Stealth Rocks, I believe. As long as I went first, that means he's locked into it. So I think a Waterfall is pretty much free here. Let's see, if he was going to take a Water type move, Whalmer would probably be his switch-in. So what I might do is go Wingull, and just so I can get off the Defog. Because he's not going into his Timber or his Cranidos here. Yeah, I think that's what my play is. Because I need to get rid of these Stealth Rocks, because I want to keep intact the Focus Sash on my Bellsprout, as well as just keep my team healthy in general. I do have Roost on my Wingull, so if I do feel the need to go for that, as he actually does switch into his Timber, unfortunately. I did not expect that at all. He can definitely be packing the Thunder Punch right here. Definitely a good move against my team. My team has almost 0 electricity switch-ins. And he did bring a Scarfed Timber last time. I will outspeed if he's not Scarfed, but I don't see why he wouldn't bring it again, as it did put in a lot of work for him last time. Problem is I letting this thing come in on the rocks again is not great, but I guess I can roost up on the Pineco, the Staryu, probably not the Staryu. I can roost up on the Whalmer and probably the Yamask. So I guess you can make a hard prediction and go for the knockoff. I don't want to risk my Duskull in case he does decide to go for the knockoff here. What's more valuable? I guess my Wingull is more valuable for that Defog. Alright, let's go. Does go for the Fire Punch. I would have eaten that up. What is that? What is up with that? Trying to predict the Bellsprout, but that thing is not a switch into a Timber at all. So what I might do here is predict the switch and go for the Willow. But I don't want this thing to get guts either. Let's go for the Destiny Bond. Let's just I kind of want to just test out what he's doing. Let's go for a Hex. If we see him switch up moves right here, that's valuable information. Okay, he does pull a switch. He does pull a switch. He does pull a switch. So that could very well be choiced. Because I'm pretty sure if he wasn't choiced, he would have gone for the knockoff there. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp right here. I'm pretty sure my Tampa can take this thing on. Just go for the Ice Beam. Probably predicting the Wingull. Oh, he's got Water Veil. No way. Alright, let's just get some more damage then. I'm kind of... Do I want to sack this thing? This could be my opportunity to defog. Let's go for it. I think I can handle it. Goes for the Skull. Do we resist it? No burn. Nice. I'm able to click Roost. Yeah, I kind of have to click Roost. We Roost, go for the Ice Beam. He goes for the Ice Beam, we resist it, we also lose our flying typing. So we should be able to go for the defog here pretty safely. I hope. Alright, he does pull a switch there into the Timber, so we're able to get that defog off. Air Slash here might be really nice. If we go for the Air Slash and we outspeed, we get the damage, and we can potentially come in with Mime Jr. and get a kill. I have a pretty good feeling he's Scarfed. Let's go into Tampa. Does go for the knockoff, making the prediction that turn. Not bad, not bad. But we are going to be able to go into Bigs here and just click Psychic. That should do a lot. We could try to make a prediction and go for the Grass Knot on the Staryu. Could even go for the Shadow Ball even. Because that would also hit the potential Yamask switch in. But Grass Knot could also hit the Whalmer. Psychic might just be my overall better play to hit everything. Because it's Stab. It's definitely my strongest move. It just won't hit the Staryu as hard if he does want to switch that in. That thing is tough to switch into if he's running like an offensive spread. I'm gonna click Shadow Ball. Whalmer comes out. Damn. Poor prediction on my part, but I think Wingull is a pretty safe switch in on this. We've taken the Scald and the Ice Beam really well. Although we didn't take the Ice Beam while we were flying type, so who knows. So I probably should have gone for either the Grass Knot or the Psychic there. Good to know that that was his switch in, his initial switch in to my Mime Jr. though. It'll help me, it won't really help me make a prediction because he could obviously go into something else next time. But I think it will make him not want to go into Yamask or Staryu even more because he did see the Shadow Ball. As he does make a prediction there going into Paul, the Timber. That is scary. That is scary. Made a good prediction there. It's unfortunate because I don't really have room to make that many predictions, but he does. I don't really have switch-ins for a lot of his Pokemon. My strategy relies a lot on pretty much sacking things. I really do want to try going for the Air Slash here too. just on the off chance I outspeed. But I have a really good feeling this thing is Choice Scarf, because he brought it last time and put in work, and he's bringing it again, and he hasn't switched up his moves yet. I really think this thing is Scarfed. I still don't have a switch in, though. That's the thing. This thing takes on his Whalmer. Fortunately, the Whalmer is not too big an issue. Alright. Crap. I have nothing for that mask on my Bunnelby. Alright, I think we just, yeah, he stays in, okay. And he goes for the knockoff. We're able to hit him with a powerful air slash. So knockoff did 33, we're at 39. We don't have our EV light, so it might KO. But I'm just gonna go for the air slash again. I'm gonna go for Roost. I don't know if we'll live this, but if we do and we can get a Roost up, then we could potentially stall this thing out. Force a switch, or even just pick up the KO if he decides to keep going for it. Fortunately, we are able to make a good prediction there. We get some good damage off on this thing. But of course, he probably has the Scarf Greenidos as well. He actually pulls a switch into Whalmer, nice. So we're able to get a Roost off. And we can potentially start to whittle this thing down. Yeah, this thing doesn't learn recovery. He could be packing the berry juice, but if I was a betting man, I would say he's got the Eviolite on this thing. If only Buizel got some better physical coverage moves than water and ice. Let's just go for an air slash, test the waters here. See how much it does. If he tries to make another hard play here going into a Timber, that would be nice. Really, if he goes into anything else, it would be nice. If he does to stay in, do 23 as the Ice Beam is doing 48, and we get Frozen. You know, it wouldn't be a league match. Wouldn't be a league match otherwise. I knew it was something. Whenever you bring an Ice Beam, it seems like there's many more times the possibility that you're gonna get frozen. Fortunately, though, I do have Scald, so I wouldn't be able to thaw myself out. So it's really not that bad. I just wish I could get air slash damage as opposed to Scald damage. So maybe he'll make a play here, and I'll be able to get some Scald off on something. Not predicting me to unthaw, but no, he does stay in, and we're able to Scald, get 10% as the Ice Beam is going to finish us off. That is a-okay. It happens. It happens. Pretty sure Staryu is Psychic type, right? It is not. Okay. Okay, I thought it was Psychic type. So just Starmie is for Psychic. That's good, because I can actually go in here and go for the Psychic and probably get a KO. That changes things. I was trying to make predictions there with the Psychic, but Staryu is actually not Psychic type. That is much better information. So Psychic has a very good chance of KOing something right here. I know I can take any hit from this Moby, I believe. This is Whalmer. And I think... yeah, Moby goes down. Let's see what he goes into. We avoid the 6-0. We take down the Whalmer. Let's see what he goes into. He might have to go... Yamask? maybe. I don't know. He doesn't. I don't think he has anything that can really Oko this baby, except maybe the Cranidos. But going to Cranidos is risky because he's already damaged one of his big sweepers, which is Timber, and getting a big hit off on the Cranidos would be really nice. So I can potentially, if I get damage enough on the Cranidos, I have Aquajet Buizel in the back. I could potentially clean up with that. Maybe save the Bunnelby or the Bellsprout for the Staryu, and the Pineco's banded, so unless he's got Explosion. This is a big match, guys. I will tell you why. Because if we lose this one, then we're going to be out of the Little Cup tournament, and Aeriodon and King Bub are going to be the ones moving on. If we do win, we still have to win next week again. So we're not out of the woods even if we do win this one. But we are going to be lost in the woods forever if we do lose this one. As he does decide to go Cranidos. Huh. Alright, my play's here. I think. I'm actually starting to realize that Mime Jr. might be my premier sweeper. If I weaken his team enough, I have a pretty good chance of just sweeping with Psychic. So I think my plays here are either going to Bunnelby or Bellsprout, and from there I can hopefully live the hit and go for a Sucker Punch with Bellsprout or a Quick Attack with Bunnelby and get some damage, some much needed damage on this thing. Question is, what move is he going for? I would guess the Rock type move, which means that neither of these guys are really taking it better than the other. But Bellsprout has a Focus Sash. Alright. Rock Slide. We live on the Sash. Okay. So what we can do here is just click Sucker Punch until we die. His play here is probably to switch out and avoid the Sucker Punch, but he might forget that I have Sucker Punch. He does, and we get a nice hit off on this thing. That's awesome. And I'm pretty sure I can come in and get another Psychic kill right here. Although, it's actually a speed tie. Oh dear. My oh my. So my play might have to be going to Buizel with the Aqua Jet, and then maybe sack Bunnelby, because he'll probably switch, right? Alright, I think that has to be my play. Switch-ins, Yamask can come in, Pineco could probably come in, Staryu could even come in. I think I can beat the Pineco or the Yamask 1v1. Not too sure about the Staryu because it could be packing something like a Thunderbolt. But if he leaves the Cranidos in here, I'm in a much better position. He's getting rid of this thing. This thing is a big threat. And of course, because it speed ties with my Scarfer, it's even scarier. But he does decide to pull a switch into the Staryu, His Aquajet is not doing much at all right there. I almost just want to go for the switcheroo and steal this thing's item, but the threat of Thunderbolt is really scary. Alright, going into... This thing is fast, what the hell? He's not bringing that Scarf too. Okay, we gotta go into Bunnelby, I think. Goes for the Scald in that Okos, as he has a Life Orb. Okay. I am gonna be able to go into Mime Junior here though. Go for the Psychic. Wow. If I had stayed in there, he really predicted the switch there. That is really impressive. If I had stayed in there, maybe gone for the switcheroo, stolen the Life Orb or something. Problem is, it does outspeed me. Oh no, that's a speed tie. But we go for the Psychic as the Yamask comes in. Ah, that's not do a KO. But we get the special defense drop. So let's go. Oh my god. I'm just gonna have to go for it. I think we might have to win a speed tie with the Cranidos as well, if we want to win this. Because I don't have a switch in. This might be my only chance to switch in though. I don't know, but like if I go into Buizel, then I pretty much it goes down to the Staryu. And I don't know if I'm not entirely confident that Buizel can take this thing on indefinitely. So I think my play is gonna just be Psychic here and hopefully kill this thing. Although it probably can't do that much to me. I don't really need my health, as we do. Oh, he knocks off my Choice Scarf. That is probably the game. That is probably the game. Definitely should have gone to Buizel there. Definitely should have gone to Buizel. Oh boy. So yeah, down goes the Majora, as pretty much his entire team is gonna outspeed me right now. The Staryu, the Cranidos, probably Scarfed, as well as the Timber, which is probably Scarfed, are both gonna outspeed. But we can pretty much go into anything, as he does decide to go Cranidos, and we're just gonna operate on the chance that he misses a Rock Slide. And no, he does not miss the Rock Slide there. And it's down to Buizel. Can Buizel finish it up? I don't think he can. I believe though. I believe 100%. We're going for the Aquajet because he's definitely staying in, as we're able to take him out. Definitely didn't want to hard predict there, go for the Waterfall and just get played. So Starmie is going to come out. I'm predicting something like a Thunderbolt here. Yep, there it is. And GG. Well played. Unfortunately, the Buizels are out of the Delta Battle League Little Cup, unfortunately. But, as I've said before, our team is really not that great. But Aeriodon, of course, played that really well. So shout out to him. Make sure to check out his channel. He will definitely be continuing into the round 2 of the Little Cup matchups versus King Bub. So we'll see how he does against him, and who will go on to eventually win the whole tournament. Thanks guys for keeping up with this Little Cup coverage, and we will see you guys in whatever video I make next. Peace out. Keep dreaming.